Ready for a new game or just looking to add some to your Christmas list? Let's take a look at the top 5 games coming out this December. At number 5, we have Need for Speed Unbound. Need for Speed is coming out with a new game. Can you believe it? I certainly can. Need for Speed Unbound is coming to PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S on December 2nd. And it looks like they're trying something new. We've got photorealism mixed with cartoons. Sounds kind of familiar.
I'm gonna ram him.
Pull the lever!
All jokes aside, let's give them props for changing it up and trying something new. The cartoon visuals bursting from the photorealistic cars when you hit a jump or crash into something is pretty cool. And I'll be interested to see how customizable you can get with them. We all know how in-depth customization gets with the Need for Speed games, so I have high expectations. Speaking of customization, the benefit of having a cartoon character as an avatar means you get even more customization. Another new addition to this franchise. Now you get to know who's driving that sick whip you created, all while cruising around Lakeshore City, burning rubber and making bets. At number 4, we have Blacktail. Developed by the Parasite Game Studios, this is their first major title, so I guess you could call this an indie game. But they are backed and published by Focused Entertainment, who has been really stomping out some big AAA games, such as Plague Tale, Evil West, and Atomic Heart. Blacktail is releasing on December 15th for PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S. Blacktail is a high fantasy first-person game where you utilize a bow and conjure spells, all while trying to survive after being cast out of your village. You play as a 16-year-old girl named Yaga, accused of witchcraft and cast out of her Slavic settlement during the medieval times. Your task is to not only survive in the wilderness, but to fight off evil spirits that haunt you from your past. The gameplay looks exciting, and there's a 2D game element that goes hand in hand for laying out your storyline and allows you to choose if you're going to be a good witch or bad. Also, I'd like to highlight that this game's only $29.99 on Steam. And from now until release date on the 15th, you can get an additional 20% off, making it a cool $23.99, which is one of the cheapest games on this list. At number 3, we have High on Life. Looking for some laughs and fun storytelling? High on Life has you covered. Releasing December 13th for Xbox One, S and X, PC, and as a bonus, it's a day one game for Xbox Game Pass. From the mind of Justin Roiland, the co-creator of Rick and Morty and Solar Opposites, this game is loaded with big names in the voice acting department, including Justin Roiland himself, JB Smoove, Tim Robinson, and Tom Kenny, to name a few.
Hey, why are you squeezing me so tight? How about a little dinner first and some bubble bath maybe first? Look at us, blasting away!
It's a wild and wacky first-person shooter where the guns talk back and make you question your own actions, all while trying to save the universe. The graphics seem solid for the art style, and some of the attack animations look like a lot of fun and over the top in an awesome way. It's a tall order to fill with all the hype for the newer developer Squanch Games, who is also self-publishing, but I think there will be a big fan base that will ride into the sun with this one. It's refreshing to see a not-so-serious game come out with so much hype, so I hope it lives up to its promise. And at number 2, we have Marvel's Midnight Suns. Releasing December 2nd for almost every platform but Mac. That's right, including Nintendo Switch as well. Midnight Suns is a tactical turn-based RPG from the creators of XCOM. You play as the Hunter, who is a legendary demon slayer. You get to create your hero with a character creator, and use what's called the friendship system to build relationships with other heroes to recruit them to your team to defeat the Mother of Demons. As a turn-based strategy game, you're given a set of cards for each hero that are randomly generated. I think this is a great way to keep combat fresh, so you're not stuck in a rinse-repeat rotation situation. With some around 65,000 lines of voice dialogue, this game should be pretty easy to get lost in when it comes to the RPG elements. Watching different stories unfold and building relationships with the other heroes, this should be a real good time. And for my number 1 pick for December releases, we have Callisto Protocol. Releasing December 2nd for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, S, and PC, Callisto Protocol is a third-person survival horror game built on Unreal Engine 5. And these graphics are looking wicked good. Starring Josh Duhamel as the main character, Jacob Lee, an inmate at a maximum security prison on Jupiter's moon called Black Iron Prison. You must find your way out and hopefully figure out what happened to the other prisoners, as they are now being turned into monstrous creatures that want to kill you at every turn. The combat mixed with the hyper-realistic gore is setting a solid tone for a great horror game. With legitimate combat and not just strictly storytelling, I'm pretty excited about this one. The monster design is fantastic, and you can tell that they put a lot of effort into designing each monster, which in turn will create more memorable encounters that will hopefully have me checking over my shoulder while I'm playing. Let me know in the comments which games you guys are looking forward to the most this December. And as always, thanks for sticking around, like and subscribe to help me out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, taters.